Temple Code is sort of a mastermind for multiple players. Johan Levet is the designer of this game, and they are one of the designers of other logic games. The Turing Machine is probably their most well-known one. This one is based, think of this as, like I said, as a cooperative version of Mastermind. Let me show you. In this game, each player is going to have a card in front of them. Now, this is going to show a combination of colors and symbols. All symbols are the same color. So all 8s are red, for example, just to help you differentiate them. So you have some sort of combination. Everyone else at the table can see it, but you can't. You have a little pad here to keep track of information. And then you're going to have 2 random cards face up in front of you. Now, on a player's turn, what they will do is you'll pick one of the cards in front of someone else. So someone else on their turn might pick this card in front of me. That means I get to check this card. And so I'm going to check this card against my own. And to do that, I'll put this right here. And this says that I have 1 red triangle. That means I have the right symbol, but it's in the wrong spot. Now, if you remember when you saw mine, for example, I had the red 8. So I know that one of these is the right symbol, but in the wrong spot. If it's something else, let's find one with some matching information here. I mean, this one here, if I match this one up, you'll see there's 1 blue and 1 red. It says I have 1 symbol that's right, but in the wrong spot. That's the white one, and 1 that's right and in the right spot. As soon as you think you know what yours are, you tell everyone, you reveal it. If you're correct, you take half of a medallion, you draw a new card and keep playing. If you get the full medallion, you win the game. Now, Johan has always a clever idea in his games. And in this particular game, the clever idea is put card next to card and it tells you what the thing is. That's cool. Here's the issue with that if you care. And you might not care. There are 7 different colors. So if you're looking for the combinations on your front that you'll have, it'll be 7 times 6 times 5, which those permutations is going to be a lot more than the number of cards in the game. In fact, the number of cards in the game is, it doesn't even tell me here how many there are. 35. There's 35 combinations. Well, that's a lot more. So you could possibly memorize the different possible combinations. Why is there only 35 and not every combination? Because otherwise this card system wouldn't work. I assume all the colors are distributed evenly. And, it's not that big of a deal, but I just thought I would point that out. Here's the thing. Temple Code is a simple deduction game. I like it. It's actually very interesting because it offers 2 things. It offers basic deduction, mastermind deduction. You have the right colors in the wrong spots, the right colors in the right spots. Simple. But what I really think is interesting about the game is you are picking a card in front of somebody else. Everyone has 2 cards in front of them. But when you pick them, you are also giving them information. So I'm not going to keep picking Molly if she's going to keep getting all that extra information in front of her. And in fact, if I do pick a card in front of her, I will probably not pick the one where leaving the other one helps her out a ton. So that's kind of an interesting thing. And also, if someone picks a card in front of you, it gives you more information. So you are playing a lot of the time. The game is 1 to 4 players. If you're playing 4 players, you're playing half the time, doing the deduction stuff. 3 players, you're playing 2/3 at a time. And I think that works really well. So just keeping in mind that it's a much lighter game than other games that are out there. And it's pretty short because you can figure one out. Then you go again. If you're wrong, you chuck your card, get a new card. But I like it. Almost as a my first deduction style game, Temple Code gets a 7 out of 10 from me.